Alright, this is Caitlin. She is a singer, songwriter, everything else in Neoni. And I would say an interesting fact of hers is she can literally put sriracha on anything. Like, give her any food group and she's like, sriracha goes. As.
Sriracha's good. I can't help that, okay? Okay, so this is Sydney. She's a singer, songwriter, instrumentalist, engineer, all of the above, the wearer of many hats in Neoni. Interesting fact about Sydney. There's a lot of interesting facts about her. Sydney has a crazy kill count on Apex Legends. She's pretty good at it. Okay.
I can't.
She crushes it.
Deny it.
She crushes it every time. Honestly, so we have to share the same PlayStation when we play. And so that means she has to watch me play when she's not. And it's a lot of judgment because Sydney is, in fact, better than me.
I wouldn't go that far. And plus, that doesn't say much because neither of us are very good. But I will say there's lots of shade that gets thrown between
lots of shade
when we play video games.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, it's unreal. It's the next level.
Whether we're playing Legend of Zelda, Apex, even Animal Crossing.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how you shade me for Animal Crossing. You know
who shades you on Animal Crossing? Her. Because I'm surprisingly bad at decorating.
You're terrible.
I don't know why.
No, she has this massive house and nothing in it.
I don't know how to decorate.
She just keeps paying her mortgage.
I know. It's so dumb and responsible. I just keep paying my mortgage off because I feel like I have to. That's so tough.
Apex, definitely.
For like a battle royale, we like Apex Legends. We did just download the Call of Duty game though.
But I'm trash at
Warzone. But we haven't I've not gotten into
Everybody in that game is really good and we're really bad.
But they didn't start the first season.
Exactly.
So then everyone else is really good and then I'm just dead the whole time. Well, we are practicing. There's a attempt being made. Oh, okay.
Apex.
The one we played together for a long time that kind of
Skyrim.
Got us back into Skyrim.
Oh my god,
it was
like
Skyrim. When we played when we were really early teens that we loved.
And then to finish it out, we're playing Breath of the Wild right now.
We are playing Breath of the Wild right now, but honestly, any Zelda game.
Zelda game
our
ever.
First Zelda game ever was
The Wind Waker.
The Wind Waker, and we played it on a GameCube when we were kids. Probably I was probably 5, and she was 8.
Oh yeah.
So that probably has to be in there too. So I would just say any Zelda.
Any Zelda game.
We played them all.
Skyrim and Apex Legends.
So this is another thing. You did not want this many facts about Caitlin, but I love you. So when she plays video games, she has to be the hero.
I can't do
anything wrong. Complete and utter Boy Scout or Girl Scout or whatever. And she gets so emotionally attached to the horses.
Oh, it's true.
This. In Breath of the Wild, I will say, this is our excuse. You have to name them.
So we
spend way too much time.
Yeah, no. So we have Doomsday, which is mine.
Yeah. And then we both named Doomsday.
Okay, whatever. And then Mr. Death.
Yeah, Mr. Death and Doomsday. Because
why not?
You are the hero of the world. They should have. Yeah, I would say
there's a lot from
gaming. Especially the trailers and the drama of it. We really feed off of. We also are both avid readers.
Total book nerds.
Book show behind us.
Yeah.
So that also the drama of storylines and epic fantasies and stuff like that. I love the drama of it, and so we try to capture the drama in our music as well.
And then to kind of top it all off, it's also just kind of inspired by what we're experiencing in life, whether that's awesome confidence that makes us feel like absolute winners, or whatever else we're going through that makes us feel like total losers. Those emotions definitely kind of add to the mix of inspiration, and they all kind of come together to create a song.
Absolutely. It's we take our lives and what we're going through and then try to add the drama of something epic to it, because it's what we love and what we grew up on. And then that is kind of the middle meeting where they meet is where we usually find our song. Yeah, I grew up on the Avengers movies. The first one, Iron Man came out when I was in 2008 or something. So I was 8 or 7 or 8 years old, and so I grew up on those, and so that definitely
inspired.
Influences. It's I want to feel like a superhero, even though I'm an adult now. And
no, I don't care.
I want to make superhero. I want to make music that makes me feel so strong that it's resembled in one of those movies.
Yeah, because life is tough, and you know what?
Yeah, because real life,
Iron Man never loses.
Yeah, real life is a lot more difficult than what it looks like in the movies. And so we want to give people and ourselves that kind of strength and encouragement and confidence to kind of face what's going on.
I'm gonna go with you.
I would say me.
I think it's because you're so sarcastic
all
the time.
It definitely gets me in trouble.
It's constant. Now, 90% of the time, it's funny. I will give you that. 90% of the time, everyone's having a good time.
If you're talking to my mom, she'd say 20% of the time. Like I speak 2 languages. I speak English and sarcasm. But I mean, sarcasm gets me in more trouble. But I will say, Caitlin is the type of person that like she'll do the Disney princess storm off.
I can't deny that.
Fight. Like, you know how you watch too many of them and then you're like, well, I'm gonna try that, like the throwing yourself down. Like that's Caitlin. She has way more of like the drama to her, whereas I have like the like
salt.
Yeah, that level. She's like dramatic.
I can't help that I was born to be a Disney princess.
You were.
That is not my fault.
You have the hair for it. I don't think we've never stolen.
Really?
I think the worst thing you've stolen is that chicken in Skyrim.
Yeah, that's probably. But that's literally like.
Listen, my mom was so strict about it.
Very strict. She was like.
So you'd look at that pack of gum and you'd be like, "Yeah, I want that." But then I remembered my mother's fury, and mostly it was just because of her lectures. Mm-hmm. My mother could lecture for like 6 hours.
Master lecturer.
And they were like, honestly, nothing is worth the lecture.
Nothing is worth it. Yeah. That makes us like sound like really good.
We try to act like we're such we're such
our
tough.
Music is all
so
like
tough. And in reality, we're like total chickens.
Yeah.
I am the most likely one to not do. I'm procrastinating on everything.
This is also funny because we were homeschooled our whole lives. So couldn't ever cheat on any test because there were only 2 of us.
And we're in different grades.
And we're in different grades. There's no one to cheat off of. And there's only 2 of us. So it wasn't hard for my beautiful favorite teacher of all time, my mother, to keep an eye on us both. So
also, she no matter what, she always assumed I would. So did we just basically say neither of us like to study and we both put it off forever?
So she has.
I am a terrible driver. I'm awful.
I don't think either. This is so lame. Especially with Outlaw, I don't think either of us have gotten pulled over for speeding.
That's because you're sneaky. I'm going over curves.
No, I'm not.
Flying through the air. Our Honda Pilot cannot take it anymore.
So we share a car, and I usually drive just because I have control issues.
Exactly, and I'm a terrible driver. So in addition to that,
but I've never gotten a speeding ticket.
I don't know. You have like this sixth sense about.
Plus, in Tennessee, like
the cops do not care if you're driving fast.
The driving here is
not good.
Pretty wild. Like it is. It's the wild. Like when we first moved here, I'll never forget. We were driving down the highway,
literally,
and we were like looking around the city and stuff, just gonna get familiar. And then there was this truck that passed. This was like an F-150, brand new, really nice truck, but it only had 3 wheels. And like I'm talking about like no hubcap, anything, like just rim on the ground. And we were like, oh my god, he's gonna pull over because like he's lost a tire. Obviously.
No, dude pulls into the fast lane.
He passes us. Pulls into the fast lane and keeps going. There's sparks everywhere. I was like, what is going on?
And then the kicker is, a cop is driving behind us, and I'm like, okay, surely he will pull over this insane human being.
Yeah, the cop passes us, but apparently that cop
doesn't care.
Was off their shift or something.
Gets off on the next exit.
You know, their kid had a soccer game. Was like, I do not have time for this. Lets the dude go that is literally driving on 3 wheels. Like he's ruined this car. Like there's no
and the road.
I mean, it was so weird.
I beat that. I was at a coffee shop once with a friend. You were there.
I remember this story.
This is, again, parking. So I'm pulling out of the parking spot that took me an hour to get into. And I'm just vibing. The radio's on.
Isn't a huge fan of mirrors.
No, don't like mirrors.
Let me just give that
I ignore them blindly.
Yeah, before she gets into the
story. You know, we're playing whatever music. I mean, honestly, with us, it's probably the Black Eyed Peas.
Yeah, something from like the early 2000s.
Something ridiculous.
Why not?
And so I'm pulling out, and all of a sudden, I recognize that I have hit the truck behind me.
Yeah.
Which is sad. So then I get out, and I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna leave a note, whatever. I get out, and the dude is sitting in the car that I hit.
He was in the car.
He was there. He was there.
There's nothing worse than that.
And I think I threw up, if I remember
She
correctly.
had, like, you know the Disney princess thing I was talking about? Like, that kicked into high gear. Tears were everywhere. There were so many tears. He was like, it's okay. You don't need to be crying. And she's like, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
And then the cool thing is that
terrible.
He never called for me to fix his car.
Well, that's because you were literally going like a mile.
And he said I broke it, but I think it was broken before.
Yeah.
You know,
and I think
that.
he felt guilty when he said you broke it, but it was broken before when you started crying. He was like,
so, note to self, when you accidentally back into a car that somebody is in, cry.
Caitlin, that's wrong. That's wrong. How about we just try this? Use your mirrors and go back and...
I mean, yes, that would be good if I would ever do it.
Okay,
so